Hello and a huge welcome back to the PDHPE and CAFS podcast. You're with me, Kel Bell, and I hope that you are having the most beautiful day today. We are unpacking today the power of PDHPE. Now, this is not just for high schools, this is also for primary teachers who teach PDHPE. And PDHPE has become part of one of the key learning areas for a reason. And I really think in many primary schools, PDHPE is one of those things that gets shoved to the side. It doesn't get focused on. We have a very busy curriculum, an overcrowded curriculum, some people would say. And I know for a huge chunk of schools across New South Wales, it is the last thing that gets considered. And we are here together to make a really big change with that. We are reshaping what PDHPE looks like around New South Wales. And I feel very blessed to be able to lead and work with you on that. Look, I know budgets and timetabling and allocations and all those, and emphasis is often put on, literacy and numeracy. That's bread and butter. That hasn't changed in education. But I really think we can reconsider the impact that PDHPE has on our young people, our little ones in primary schools, but also our big kids in high schools. And I think when I look back at really the main reason why I became a PDHPE teacher, and, I wanted to be a teacher for a long time. It's in my blood. My uncle's an ex-teacher. He was a principal. My cousins are teachers, some high school, some primary. And even my mum started her journey as a teacher. She went to Teachers College. That's another story. But I wanted to make an impact on young people. I wanted them to build the confidence and the resilience to make just healthy decisions about their life. And look, I would love to hear from you. Like, why did you become a teacher? And if you're in high school, why did you become a PDHPE teacher? We have the unique ability to make a huge impact on our kids. Our subject matters. It doesn't matter if we're a primary teacher teaching, lots of different KLAs, or in high schools teaching PDHPE. We have the unique ability to make a huge impact on our kids, to build resilience, to build self-esteem and confidence in our young people so they can take that into their future. And I think it's one of the only courses out there that you can see those connections from, okay, we learn this stuff in high school and primary school, and then that evolves over time. We can develop into a really happy and healthy human being. Algebra, Pythagoras' theorem. Look, I'm not sure about you, but when are we using those concepts again? I know that many of you feel the same, that we feel like we can make a difference with our kids. And the flow-on effect that what we teach in our classrooms, what that can have on other areas of our kids' life. They can obviously build that self-esteem, that confidence, that positive sense of identity that can filter out into lots of aspects of their life. So I think lots of us take it for granted. I feel very blessed that I've worked with PDHPE teachers, for the best part of 20 years. And I think we kind of take it for granted because we do have the ability to make such an impact on our kids. And it's not just, for them right now, but also in the future, the decision-making skills that we potentially teach our kids, or how they might kind of help develop those skills, their health literacy skills. They're really important things for the future. And I think it's not just the health side of it, it's also the physical education side of it. And I know in particular in primary schools, that part of it isn't always greeted in the way that many of us probably would want. There are lots of teachers who are primary trained that don't really like sport, that don't really like talking about health and fitness. or physical activity. And look, that we can't change, I suppose, people's perception, but we can definitely upskill people and make them feel more confident and comfortable teaching these concepts. And I feel very blessed to be able to have our K to 6 and 7 to 10 PDHPE membership that is going to do that. We are rechanging, we are reshaping and reimagining what PDHPE looks like, sounds like, and feels like in New South Wales. And we're equipping teachers, especially in primary schools, with that confidence to go about it very differently. Even thinking about some stories I've heard, one particular group of kids told me that their librarian was teaching them PDHPE, was teaching the health stuff to them. And they were doing stuff on, I think, recycling in, their health class. And that particular librarian wasn't very interested in what they were teaching. They weren't very passionate about what they were teaching. They were simply ticking a box. And look, between you and I'm not sure if that was really linking to the curriculum, but I think if we provide teachers with resources that are done for you at their fingertips, that is mapped out, certainly we can build that confidence to approach PDHPE in a different way. And look, Lynn Batten and I are working very closely inside the KD6 membership to change that, because it is one of those things that gets swept under the carpet. It's kind of left to the last minute, and a lot of schools and executives and principals don't place that importance on PDHPE. But if we can equip our kids with the confidence, that positivity, the resilience, imagine that flow-on effect that has in the rest of their schooling life, but also outside of school. And I know that I'm preaching to the converted, especially for a PDHPE teacher in New South Wales in high schools, that for many of us, we probably came from a background of sport or healthy habits, maybe that competitiveness as well. And becoming a PDHPE teacher was probably a no-brainer for you. I know for me, I have always loved sport. My mum and dad were very into sport. Mum tells me that she was very good at dancing and netball, basketball was called back in the day. And my dad is very, very competitive. If you follow me on socials, kellybell.coach, you'll know that I sometimes share little videos or pictures of dad. He's still competing for New South Wales athletics, surf lifesaving. He was involved in touch football, and he still runs and trains, all those sorts of things. I think it's just second nature for us. And, as a kid, I always loved sport. Didn't matter what it was, what sort of shaped ball it was. Tennis, not so much. Hockey, not so much. But cricket, touch footy, rugby league, netball was my thing, and I still play to this very day. So I think for many of us, that love of sport and health is just like that next step for us as PDHPE teachers. And I think the nature of PDHPE in New South Wales is that we are teaching from a broad range of concepts, things like healthy eating, positive body image, wellbeing, respect for relationships, developing resiliency in our kids, how they can be safe, both, in person in their environment, but also online. This is important stuff. This is developing strong and happy young people, which can then have that positive effect on their future. So, like I said before, I think we very much underestimate our impact. It is very impactful what we do in New South Wales schools. And I think hats off to you for doing what you do every single day. The conversations that we get to spark in our classrooms really has an impact on our kids. And I think, when I kind of look back at my 16 and a half years in the classroom, kids probably don't remember all of the, content that I could potentially taught them, but I think certainly they learnt, how to be a good human, how to make positive, healthy decisions, how to become super resilient, how to be healthy and happy, and how to have all that, that balance in life. And I think we can learn a lot from our curriculum, and I feel very blessed to be able to support you guys, New South Wales teachers of PDHPE, on making a really big difference with that. And I think this new curriculum, this new PDHPE curriculum that we have at our fingertips, which we are starting to unpack, starting to prep and plan, this really has that foundation for having or developing a really happy and whole human being. And we get to make that impact. We get to have, an impact on our students, and not just now, but also in the future. So if you haven't had a chance to have a look at the new K-6 or 7 to 10 PDHPE syllabus, there are lots of changes within the syllabus, both from like a practical perspective in terms of cutting down outcomes, reducing all the little bits that were in the curriculum with our key inquiry questions, the coding. There was a lot of confusion. A lot of the outcomes have really been stripped back, and it makes it a really well-rounded syllabus, especially in our primary system. A lot of the outcomes kind of connected and were a bit doubled up. It definitely has been stripped right back. And certainly in our 7 to 10 PDHPE curriculum, there is a lot more emphasis on respect for relationships, consent, that contemporary approach, rather than it being, not up to date. It has really had that new perspective, new approach. And look, I think the benefits of this new syllabus is that it's ever evolving. We can insert different, health issues that come up, or we can adapt and we can change what we're doing with the syllabus because it is so contemporary, it is so fresh. I really also do like the emphasis on lifelong physical activity. We know healthy habits and sedentary lifestyles, unfortunately, are ever increasing. But I think this brand new approach really gets us to look at it from a different perspective and really emphasizes the importance of lifelong physical activity, using our environment, natural and also built up environment, to really capture what we can do to make some really positive decisions about our future. I also do really like the Aboriginal perspectives that have been included into the new syllabus, both K-6 and 7 to 10. And that perspective definitely shines through both syllabuses. So look, it is a new change. We only just had a brand new syllabus back in 2018. But if you haven't had a chance to look at it, you'll notice that there's a lot of tiny tweaks, but also some major ones that are going to have a really big impact on our curriculum. Definitely the emphasis on improving that cognition and that higher order thinking, especially in 7 to 10. You'll notice that instead of just describing or identifying the kids, the kids are really investigating and analysing and assessing, and that critical thinking is so evident in our new syllabus. And that, I think, has a flow-on effect and a great connection to our senior courses, where we do all those higher order thinking skills. It has been put into our 7 to 10 PDHPE curriculum. So there are lots of changes that we are unpacking together, but with our support, we're making it so much easier for you guys to unpack. So a few ways that we're supporting you in this new transition with our K-6 and 7 to 10 support for PDHPE. So we have our workshops across New South Wales. We are doing a tour of New South Wales, and you can check all of those dates out at thelearnnet.com/events. We're providing you with simple tools to kind of unpack the syllabus, get your head around it, think about it from a whole school approach. And we're going to 8 different locations. We head out to Wollongong just next week. We then head to Ballina at the end of the term 1. We go to Sydney. We go to Dubbo in term 2. We then head to Parramatta and Tamworth in term 3, and then Newcastle and Canberra in term 4. And of course, if you want us to come out to Broken Hill or Borkham Hills, please let us know. We can come to you. And if you want a workshop just developed for your network of schools, and that is certainly on the cards as well. So we have that. We have our face-to-face workshops, but we also have our memberships. And our memberships, like our Health and Movement Science membership and our CAFS Collective membership, we provide the support, the prep and planning, scope and sequences and choices and assessment tasks. And our comprehensive units of work will definitely save you, those treacherous weekends and afternoons and meetings upon meetings. You go around in circles. We're doing it for you. And then you can look at it and go, okay, well, Kel and the team have created this unit of work, and you can adapt it for your context. You can tweak it, you can change it. Lots of differentiation, lots of choice in our units of work. So you can just pick and choose, tweak it, change it based on your context. So like I said, I think we have a really important role to play in this new rollout of the new syllabus, and getting our head around it and being really equipped and prepared for what is ahead. It's an exciting time. It is busy, but we get to have a huge impact on PDHPE in New South Wales. So if you would love more details about our memberships, K-6 for primary schools, 7 to 10 for high schools, you can check both of those out at thelonet.com/PDHPE. And then certainly if you want us to come to you, or if you want to check out where we're coming, again, 8 locations in New South Wales, thelonet.com/events. Plus our K-10 PDHP forum in term 1. So look, as I mentioned, lots happening, but we are here alongside you, ready to make a huge impact on PDHP in New South Wales. I would love to hear from you about what you would like next on the podcast. I'm always open for feedback. So if there's something that you would like us to focus on, or if you would like to be a guest as a teacher, please reach out via email or social media. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care.